Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Coming up here, honestly, pretty soon in the grand scheme of things, is the 2-year anniversary of Warzone. It seems like this year, a lot more so than last year, we could actually see some big updates happening to Warzone in celebration of the 2-year mark. And today I wanted to go over basically everything we know about this anniversary update, and also what to hopefully expect with this update as well, and some cool things they could potentially do. So as we go over everything, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. It really does help grow the channel. And of course, if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, right around 56% of viewers watching are not subbed yet. And each and every day, I got you covered with all things going on. News, updates, loadouts, tips, it is all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. So the 2-year mark for Warzone. This is still a little ways out, but really in the grand scheme of things, like I said, it's coming up here pretty soon. March 10th of 2020 is when Warzone launched worldwide. And let's just say it kind of blew up in a way that I don't think anyone expected it to. It very quickly became the biggest battle royale in the world. Obviously helped the channel tremendously, and a good portion of the subs on this channel are from Warzone. So I seriously do appreciate all you guys for that, and I'm forever grateful because of that, and forever grateful for Warzone. But coming up here on that 2-year mark, March 10th, 2022, which seems like time has honestly flown by, if I'm being honest with you. That's going to be actually conveniently right smack dab in the middle of season 2. As of right now, according to the whole season 1 battle pass countdown timer, season 1 is set to end on February 1st / February 2nd, because obviously we have the staggered updates between Warzone and Vanguard, meaning that, you know, with any usual season 2 will last 8 to 10 weeks. March 10th would be right about week 5, week 6 into season 2, which is right around the time when we usually see those mid-season updates go live. So as far as the timing goes for everything, it lines up very, very well with the anniversary. Just so happened to, you know, be falling near the time where we'd have a very major update go live in the season. And with those major updates, obviously that's when we see the big content added in, the new weapons, the big, map updates and whatnot. And when it comes to what this potential big content could be for the year 2 update, for the mid-season update for season 2, it looks like we could potentially be getting a whole new map. Now, this information is coming from the MW2 Ghost, who is a pretty credible and reputable source for some insider info, some leaks, and some rumors here and there. But as always, with any leaks and rumors and stuff like this, it is still subject to change. Obviously, this is not coming directly from Call of Duty or Raven or Sledgehammer or anyone official, so it is subject to change. It could not happen. It very well could happen, which it seems very likely at this point in time. But what the MW2 Ghost ended up saying the other day over on Twitter is that there is supposedly a new Rebirth map planned for the anniversary. Now, at first, I thought maybe this was the anniversary of Rebirth, which was in December, which would mean that we're, still quite some time out from seeing this new map debut, which would be kind of weird and a little bit unfortunate if you're a fan of Rebirth content. The anniversary for Warzone, though, makes a whole lot more sense and was something I actually overlooked at first, but it absolutely seems to be the more likely of the two. So with the mid-season update for season 2, with the year 2 anniversary update for Warzone, we could potentially be seeing a brand new map added to the game specifically for Rebirth and the smaller mode. Now, obviously the mode Rebirth is named after the current map, Rebirth Island, so admittedly, it would be a bit strange to see Rebirth take place on a map that's not called Rebirth Island, but Rebirth as a mode, as we know over the past couple of months especially, has just skyrocketed in popularity. It absolutely is a staple in Warzone right now, which does pose quite a few questions and honestly, quite a few concerns as well. The first main question that I figure everyone would have is, will this new Rebirth map completely replace Rebirth Island? Because obviously, as we saw previously with Verdansk 84 completely replaced OG Verdansk from 2019 and 2020, and most recently Caldera completely replaced Verdansk 84, and there is no option to ever go back and play those old maps, at least as of right now. Could that change in the future? Potentially, but they've also made some very strong statements saying Verdansk is done, it is gone, so there's no real certainty behind its potential return. Caldera is here for the current time in Warzone. Rebirth, on the other hand, is a little bit different because obviously Rebirth games are meant to appeal more to that casual player who wants to jump in, play some fast-paced Call of Duty-esque gameplay, but not commit to a game for 25 or 30 minutes. It's like a quick 10-minute match, 15-minute match. You're in and out. You can keep respawning. It's nice and simple. While it is sweaty now because, you know, everyone's realizing, hey, Rebirth is actually pretty fun and it's a nice change of pace, it is still a lot more casual than Caldera gameplay at its core, right? So that main question of, well, would this new Rebirth map completely replace Rebirth Island? I feel like has to be looked at in a different way because Rebirth has a different impact on Warzone in general, both in game with how the game actually flows and how the map plays, but also physically. Rebirth is a lot smaller and takes up a lot less, you know, space on the download than Caldera or Verdansk would. If you had Caldera and Verdansk both available continuously, the game size would probably be a lot bigger and everyone's hard drives would be a lot less free. With Rebirth though, because it is a smaller map, it takes up less assets, so on and so forth. It is very possible that they could try and say, hey, at first we're gonna have this new Rebirth map, it's our new exciting thing, we want players to focus on it, but, you know, give it a couple of weeks and we're gonna alternate Rebirth Island one week, the new map the next week, and they'll go back and forth, sort of similar to how Apex does it with their various maps. And in my opinion, that's a great way to appease pretty much every audience. It not only would make Rebirth Island feel a lot more fresh because, for what it's worth, I love Rebirth Island. I love Rebirth gameplay. It is fun. It's fast-paced, like I said. It's a good time, but because the map is so small and also because it's a copy and paste of Alcatraz from Blackout, I've played this map for so long, and every game feels very similar. It is a lot of, you land wherever you want, but then you're going to rotate through prison. You're going to have to deal with all the guys camping on the rooftops. You're going to have to rotate past the lighthouse. All the games feel relatively similar just because there's only so much variety on a map of that size, so it can become a little bit stale and a little bit monotonous over time. However, if you were to alternate between Rebirth and then whatever this new map is, you get gameplay on a new map, which is going to make Rebirth gameplay entirely feel very different and very fresh. But then after a week of playing the new map and you go back to Rebirth, it's like, oh, I haven't played this in a little bit. This gameplay now feels a lot more fresh and nostalgic almost in a sense. To me, that's a win-win for both. And obviously, if you're not a fan of Rebirth, but you like the gameplay, or you don't like the map rather, you get to experience the new map. If you don't like the new map when that were to come out, but you like Rebirth Island, you'll get to go back to that in just a few days. I feel like that system would just overall make the most amount of people happy. Obviously, it's the COD community. We're always complaining about something, right? But this, to me, I feel like would be the best course of action if indeed we do get this new Rebirth map. Now, outside of Rebirth for this anniversary update, I'd like to see them do more than they did last year. Last year, pretty much all they did was like this whole Twitter thing where you could go and look at your stats, your Warzone report, I think it was, which was cool, but like, it didn't really change gameplay, let's be honest here. I'd love to see maybe some throwback things for the 2-year anniversary, looking back at Verdansk. Maybe we get a cool cutscene of some kind. I doubt they'll bring Verdansk back as like an LTM. It'd be cool, but I just feel like it's unlikely. Maybe though we get some of the classic LTMs from Verdansk, maybe BR Quads 200, Mo Gulag, Mo Problems, stuff like that. I feel like it could be really cool. I'd like to see more of an actual celebration this year for the anniversary of the game, rather than just like a cool social thing that gets people tweeting about your game and sort of boosts like your analytics on social media for your quarterly report or whatever. I hope we do see some more cool stuff actually happening in game. But yeah, as of right now, those are the current leaks and rumors regarding the 2-year anniversary update for Warzone. Obviously, as Season 2 approaches, we'll get that whole roadmap, and I imagine we could be seeing some new information surface then regarding what we could potentially be seeing for the mid-season update, aka the anniversary update. And of course, as that anniversary update approaches, we should get some more intel at that point in time as well. But all that being said, that is going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, this is the best place to be for all things going on in COD, between news, updates, loadouts, tips. It is all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a spicy discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.